So today we are February 8th, so I'm going to start Japanese dress history, and then we will have some special event today, and then next Monday there is no class, it's a holiday, and we are going to meet on 22nd. And then here I say, you know, we have exam 1. So on February 22nd, I am going to explain to you, you know, what is going to be asked, and then by the time you will be ready, and then the exam is online, so you will take it on your own anytime you want to take it the week of February 22nd. So you can take it on Wednesday, you can take it on Friday, but once you open it, it lasts only 30 to 40 minutes. So we will review it on February 22nd, and then you will take it some time. But in order to prepare for this, you should have studied the Unit 1 materials. Like, you know, we spent a lot of time talking about textile materials, right? Like natural fibers. Those kind of things you may want to take a look at again. So that is our course information. And then announcement. So later we are going to meet at a WebEx link at 10:30. So you already have the link. So we are going to meet at the WebEx. So it's better. We can see more people on one screen. And then going to content. This is important, that what we are going to study today. So going to Japanese clothing. If you open it, there is lecture PPTs, and then eventually there will be a video of today's meeting, you know, right in front of lecture. And then these are the readings. So I really want you to read some of this, like a kimono, very helpful. And then, you know, some of those other, like this is embroidery. Do you see Tenju Koku, Shucho, and the Asuka period? This is about embroidery technique, highly sophisticated. You can read it. Overview of Japan. And then these sites are important. So this is how to make a kimono. And this is a comparative chart showing us that in kimono, there is not much tailoring. Tailoring meaning you don't cut them with, you know, in anticipation of a three-dimensional body type. Japanese clothes making is more like a, as you know, like a paper folding, or, you know, something like a drapery kind of tradition. So you just cut them into segments, and then this number 3 and 4 are long, so that will be used for the entire, like a body part, right? It's like a wrap over. It's like a front and the back, right? Currently here you are looking at the back, but what this length is telling you is it's half. So your shoulder is here, right? And then it goes half of it to the front, half of it to the back, right? So you have two long fabrics, number 3 and 4, Migoro. Both of them are like a front and top, front and back connected on the like shoulder area. And then the sleeve too, you know, 1 and 2, it's folded. So very minimal stitching involved. And then also this means that you can, how can I say, de-stitch them and restore back to this type of long garments, like a long textile. So kimono is really about the textiles itself. So these are the basic information. So this is what I'm saying, like you don't, sode is still used as the word sleeves, and then eri is a collar part, like a tomo eri means like it's a neck collar. Eri, you know, eri part is extended to the front area, and then okumi is that opening area, like a 5 and 6. So you can see that 5 is here, 6 is there. You need a very little of 7, which creates that, you know, like a neckline area. And then the 8 is the tomoeri, like, you know, the back of your neck part. So the diagram what they are trying to explain is in kimono making, you only need this much of textile, 12.5 meters, versus in European clothes, in order to make the sort of a similar clothes material, like in a top and bottom kind of thing, they need as much as 50 meters. So that's what they are trying to say. And then these are something to think about, like assignments. But assignments are due after February 22. So these are some of the characters. I want you to imagine what kind of characters appear and what kind of clothes they should wear. And then these are some of the more terms. This is not really our lesson for today, but I want you to be knowledgeable about at least wedding kimonos. These are special wedding kimonos. And then they have a more vocabulary. They have like a special wedding hood, wataboshi or tsunokakushi. This is wedding headband. Anyhow, you will read this, and then finally these two, Japanese textile culture, these are actually very important. What I want to emphasize is the clothing materials, and then how do you call it, like a household product items are intricately connected. So tenubui is how you make a little hand towel, and with that simple hand towel, or sometimes people call it a tea towel, you can do a lot of things. You can wrap bottle, you can wrap eggs or books, and a lot of these things. And then furoshiki is a Japanese way of wrapping. So this woman who lives in Japan explains how to create a purse, cloth purse by her. And then fukusa is a part of furoshiki, and fukusa is really beautiful cloth. And if you go to the museum and search fukusa, you sometimes see a beautifully embroidered almost square cloth, usually made of silk. And so this is an example at the Victoria and Albert Museum. You can see a lot of fukusa. But then the similar type of fabrics are also used for kicho. Kicho is a interior hanging banner system. You will see this a lot in painting. So it's like a curtain. You can put it down all the way, but then you can also roll it up and then put it through this ring. This is okay. So it's a open ribbon. You can loosen it up, but then you can roll them up just like a blind, and then you can tie them as a roll. So you can use those types of household items as well. So this is the front, and this is the back. But you can roll them up, because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces. You can roll them up one by one. Sometimes all of them are up, or sometimes you only want to roll up 2 of them. So it's up to you. So I want you to take time and explore these sources in this unit of Japanese art. Okay, so usually our units are 2 weeks long. So Japanese clothing, we will spend about 2 weeks.